Good evening, all. Welcome to another installment of Let the Fans Speak. I'm your host, Jill. I have two special guests tonight. They're in a band. They're from Jersey. That's where I'm from. And the name of the band is 40 Below Summer. I'm gonna sit down and chat with them about work, life, mostly music. So I am going to wait for my guests to arrive, unless I invite them, which I definitely will be inviting them in to join. And this is going to be an epic interview. For those of you who don't know, they're a new metal / progressive metal band from New Jersey. They had 2 albums released on a record label, and then every other album they released was crowdfunded and they did themselves. Their last release was in 2015, entitled Transmission Infrared. And me and another big 40 Below Summer fan promoted the crap out of that album. And it was awesome. So let me invite these people to join in the fun. And we will get things going once they accept. Okay. So I've invited these 2 guests with me. And there is, I think that's Joey. Oh no, it's Anthony. What's up, Anthony? What's going on?
That's right. I caused problems last time. I got the wheel with the award this time.
You did. You beat to the punch. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna phone in Joey here. Let's see if Instagram is still being a little chaotic. Let's see. Come on, Instagram. I invited Joey because Joey put in a request for me, so I hit accept. Oh no, it's doing it again. It's okay. It's all right, Joey. I'm still gonna mess with it. So it's happening. It's still gonna happen. I think I just have to keep inviting him until Instagram gives up. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I'm going to accept. Again.
Says he's watching it. I wonder if he's got to get out of it completely.
Yeah. Well, Ed just goes, "Here we go again." I'm like, "Yep, here we go again." Oh, man. Come on. Oh, come on. Why is it doing this? Last time it worked. I don't know what Joey did last time, though. I wish I knew what Joey did. I wish I knew what Joey did. I know. He just told me. He sent me in a request twice, and I accepted twice. I don't know why.
I think maybe he's got to jump off, like get out of Instagram. That's what worked for me this time. I just added the app completely, waiting for the notification of invite to pop up and click on it.
Okay. All right. Maybe Joey has to yeah. All right. So
I'm getting an echo from you, by the way. Are you getting one from me?
No, not really.
So I don't know if maybe you turn your speaker down a little bit. It seems like you're on your phone or your computer is picking up.
Is it better now?
Let's see. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, cool. View request, go live with Joey. That's what I just did. And then I will hit accept. Yes, it worked. Cool. All right.
There we go.
Yay. Do you see me, Joey, or no?
I do.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Because last time you didn't. I don't know why. All right. So, 40 Below Summer. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
All right. Now I got audio too. I'm good.
It's literally been 10 years since I've seen you guys.
Yeah, probably that much.
Yeah.
It was at that Starland show, right?
Yeah, the transmission release show.
Yeah, it was 2015. So yeah, 10 years.
That was so much fun. I had a blast. It was awesome just hanging with all of you. It really was.
That was a good
Yeah,
show.
it was our first time meeting you two, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes,
Yeah.
it definitely was. So I mentioned this, and we have to discuss it because I'm still in awe and super honored. So I actually have a place in your album. So
I do.
why don't you guys decide to tell everyone how that happened?
Joey, you want to go? You want me to go?
I'm giving you the hand. Go ahead.
Well, all right, yeah. Well, it depends on which. I think it's you as a supporter, right? You made it in there. Is that what
I
you
didn't.
Was that?
I didn't. I was under the band Thanks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had a separate section for supporters.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, special thanks. You always supported the band too. So.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I know your imprint there, memorialized for eternity on the Transmission Infrared record.
I am super grateful for that still.
Right.
Oh my God. Wow. I'm a huge music dork. So for that to happen with any band, it was just amazing. And not only just any band, a band that's helped me so much in the past. I've been listening to you guys since 2001. The first song I ever heard was Power Tool.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck of a song for your first one.
I know, right?
Right.
So you came in around the Invitation to the Dance record then?
Yeah, before there was Sideshow Freaks and Rain, but I jumped on a little after.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. You were probably too young, maybe.
I was 15, 16 in 2001. So yeah.
Yeah. So going back to Sideshow Freaks and Rain, you're probably like 14. 13, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's funny. Because, we'll get into it later, but, the new record and everything, the guy that's been helping us and supporting us and financing us, he was about 12 years old when our record came out, so he's never actually seen us play live.
Shit.
This is funny. I figured I'd mention that. We'll get into all that.
Yeah. Shout out to Rovertown.
Yeah.
Got to show the love.
Oh yeah, I got 40 Below Summer right here.
Nice.
Got you guys.
Nice. There you go. Well, we'll have to send you out. We'll have to send you out something after this. A little package or whatever.
Yes.
Some new.
I will.
Some new.
I will support that forever.
Of course.
So I actually have somebody who asked me a question who actually texted me this question. So I'm going to ask you to elaborate on it. How did you guys come up with the name 40 Below Summer?
Oh, geez.
That's Joey.
Well, yeah, I mean, really, I didn't come up with it. Max came up with it.
Okay.
And, I can kind of summarize, but we had a couple of weird names before that. None of them that really stuck. They were just kind of like joke names. And he had been messing around with words and wordplay and putting words together. And I think he was actually drinking a 40-ounce beer. So maybe that's what triggered 40. But he just came up with it one day. He came to practice and he's like, "Hey, how about this?" And we were all like, "Yeah, that's so much better than, you know, the names we were using before."
I remember one name in
Stupid.
particular. Yeah, it was Urethra Franklin.
Urethra Franklin. Yep. I don't even know if we played under that. But that was offensive and funny.
I just remember that name. That name stuck.
We had mint green pimp machine. That was an early.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the only reason I know those two are from Wikipedia or Googling it or something.
Oh shit. Dude. So how long did it take for like 40 to become established in the metal community? Because I know Max was on the fence with the genre of metal, because at one point you guys were progressive metal, and then new metal, and then just so what would you guys define your sound as?
Now,
Yes.
you
How do
know,
you put a label on it?
what? Say that.
How do you put a label on it, Joey?
I mean, labels and genre tags are stupid to begin with, and they're just tools so people could sell records, and nobody sells records anymore. So it's just a no. I mean, you know, everybody streams everything, so nobody buys anything. But I think it's just a classification, a way to group things together. I mean, we started out as a new metal band. You know, there was rapping, and there was new metal stuff going on, and Invitation had some new metal stuff going on, and yeah, then we kind of progressed with Black Market Hero. That was like a straight up thrash metal band, and when we joined with Daggers Drawn, they were already established as a genty prog band. And then when we got the band going again, I guess me and Max kind of carried on the Black Market Hero sound on Fire at Zero Gravity. And then when Anthony joined and we did Transmission, that's probably our most progressive sounding record, I think.
It went off the rails at that point in time. I mean, I could say, I mean, even when I joined in September of 2012, and by that point, in my opinion, at least, any label of new metal should have been completely gone from the band, just based on the material. You know, it was you got guys here. Our influences are across the board, from straight up thrash metal, even some death metal type of stuff. I mean, you know, we listen to jazz stuff, funky stuff, you name it. And look, and even some lighter, more, I don't want to say poppier stuff, but even straight up rock. Man. You know, I played in blues rock bands, you know, going back, and I still play in a cover band. So, all in there.
Are you hearing a weird feedback, Anthony, from your audio or no?
Yeah, it's getting like an echo from somewhere.
Yeah, it might be from the laptop speakers, or if it's too loud, maybe.
I don't think it was me going through though. Is it my phone or is it? You know what? Let me get something to pad it. Hold on.
Don't hop off. Don't.
Yeah.
I don't want his audio to be messed up the whole time. I was hearing like a weird feedback.
I'm getting reinforcements here. Hang on. Try and give some padding maybe or something.
Well, that did it. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I hear you guys fine.
Nah, it's just an echo.
No, I heard him. I heard him fine. I was hearing an echo.
Yeah.
You getting it still?
Yep.
No, you good? All right. I'm not on my laptop. The phone's propped up against it with a charging cord because the damn thing had to be almost dead before I got on. So it's probably getting feedback from it.
Okay.
All right.
So,
labels, metal across the board. All different.
Always. So, let me think. Joey, and then I'm going to ask you the same question, Anthony. So, you've been one of the founders of 40 Below Summer. So, I have to ask you, what has been the most fun album to record out of all the ones up until now?
Well, this new record has been the funnest, has been the most enjoyable, actually, um, because there was a sense of freedom that we all felt, I think, um, as far as the material we had written and we're planning to record. I think we were just having a lot of fun. It was very laid back, and yeah, I mean, this one was the most fun. Second most fun would be, I mean, Invitation to the Dance was just an amazing experience. Obviously, being our first major label release, and we were out in California with Garth Richardson and Toby Wright, and you know, our management company, Slipknot, and all that shit. It was wild, like, you know, almost surreal. So that was definitely fun, and Fire at Zero Gravity was a blast to make too. Just me, Max, and Jordan. Again, no pressure, just do whatever the hell we want.
Right.
You know, they were all fun in different ways, but those are my tops, I guess. But the new record is number one.
Yo, can't wait for that one. Can't wait. So Anthony joined in September of 2012, you said, right?
Yep, September 2012.
Okay, so a month later, we experienced Hurricane Sandy. So going forward from 2012 into 2013, you guys got robbed of a release party for that album because Starland got flooded out. So what were your feelings on that one, and how upset were both of you?
All right, well, I think probably for starters, everybody's trying to figure out whether or not I'm the bad luck charm here. So we rooted that out after a while, but
Definitely not.
yeah, but you look, you know what? We knew we were sunk. What are you going to do? I mean, it does seem to be the pattern that this band ends up having albums coming out in the fall, right around then. It's hurricane season in September into October. You know, figuring out what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? We got to do something. And we landed on what? We did the two-nighter with Dingbats, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
And look, you know, we had to do something, and it was cool. And look, there's a lot of merit to a more intimate environment like that. I mean, we got some great shots from that. The place packed out, great vibe. Can't complain. You know what? You get these curveballs thrown at you, and you got to respond to them. So we did. That's what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta bob and weave this shit.
But adding to what Anthony said, we're just doomed to be releasing records in the fourth quarter, October to December. I mean, we wanted this new record to be out in the summertime. We wanted to have the ball rolling already, but it just didn't work out that way. And it's like we're looking at an October release again for the full album. I mean, there will be 3 to 4 singles and videos out before that. But I mean, I met Max on Halloween, 1997. So
Yeah.
if that has anything to do with it,
There you
and then
go.
the band name
Yeah.
being 40 Below Summer, which is very kind of seasonal sounding.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's just in our DNA.
Are you planning on not to like push it ahead, but are you planning on doing another release on the anniversary of Invitation that was released in 2001? Because you did that with Transmission.
We did.
Yeah, Transmission was released October 16th in 2015.
Oh, look at that. That's the same day we released Invitation back in 2001.
Yeah.
No. Because our new record will be out about a year at that point. So, no.
Okay.
No
All right.
special release for that. It would be great if we had the rights to the album and we could do like a special vinyl thing or something, but that's the only album we don't own the rights to, because Warner Brothers owns that record.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we
yeah,
can't
that's
do
true.
anything with that record, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But everything else we can, you know.
I remember.
Yeah.
It's that one, and I believe The Morning After, right? Were the only 2 like label releases that you guys have.
Correct. Yep.
So
I mean,
was go ahead.
like we re-released Rain, Sideshow Freaks, and on Crash Music, but don't count that. That's not a real record label.
Yeah. So was The Morning After also released on the same label as Invitation?
Nope.
Okay.
The Invitation came out on London Sire,
Okay.
which folded ceased to exist as
Like
far as
now.
operations. You know, not long after our record was released.
Oh.
So we were basically like, we weren't dropped, but we didn't have a record label because they just didn't exist anymore all of a sudden. We got bumped up the next tier to Reprise Records at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where there's two versions of Invitation floating around. That'll say London Sire and one will say Reprise.
Okay.
But Reprise, we didn't have a relationship with that record label.
Right.
There was an A&R there that wanted to push us, but nobody else at the label really believed in it. So it kind of just got put on the shelf and sat there. And that's where it stayed. We got our release. We got released, so we didn't owe them anything. They kept the record, obviously, and we got signed to Razor and Tie for The Morning After.
Okay, gotcha.
And we had a different manager too at the time. We for Invitation, we were with No Name Management, and then The Morning After, we went with Crush Management.
Okay.
And our guy was Bob McClin.
All right.
Yeah.
So, is Maverick still a thing, or is it just Warner?
No, we did a showcase for Maverick Records, but we were never signed to that label.
Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing all about that, which is kind of shitty, but
it would have been nice. I mean, they really liked us. The showcase went amazing. It's just the management kind of fumbled the ball at the last minute, asking for too much, and they were just like, no, walked away. So we ended up signing a deal with London Sire. They saw us at a different showcase that we were actually doing for Capitol Records.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's where we got the London deal.
Very cool.
But they were great. You know, they believed in us, and the A&R there was great. You know, it just they folded. Warner Brothers folded them. You know.
I remember all about that. Yep.
Yeah. Very sad. It's a sad story.
Yeah. So, I'm branded for life, by the way.
Right. We all are.
Yeah, you're a good company.
That's right. You got the there you go. You got the old side for free. Look at you.
And then this guy.
Now I gotta go. I'm part of the original team here, so it's all
Hell yeah.
raining down on everything.
Yes. Oh man. I'm sorry everybody, they're asking questions and I'm not reading any of them because I don't have my glasses on, so I literally have to kiss the screen to read it. So if I go up close, I'm sorry. I'm not.
There's questions? Wow.
Yeah, it's been coming in. I've tried to hit a couple responses, but it's tough to keep the whole flow going.
Yeah. So one said, are you guys planning on doing a tour after the album drop?
No.
Yeah. Shows, yes. Yeah, shows, yes, not tour per se. You know, between careers and bills to pay and blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're still getting out there, obviously. You know, we're going to do it to the greatest extent we can. We will be around, but not going to be any, month-long runs or anything. I don't think anybody can afford to take that kind of loss.
Right.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, unless like something miraculous happens and one of our singles really pops and there's a desire for it where we can get on a big tour. I mean, then maybe we can work something out where we all take vacation at the same time. But I mean, no, anything beyond that, we can't really do that.
Yeah.
Like Anthony said, we all have jobs and lives, and some of us have families and kids to take care of, and cats.
All right, let's see. One also asked, can you guys hit a music venue in the tri-state area anytime soon?
Yes, but
totally.
It's probably going to be when our album gets released, probably in October. Yeah. we're kind of
Are you?
we're kind of holding out for the big album release show. If we played any smaller shows before that, it would kind of spoil the whole thing. So, but after that, absolutely, that's our goal, is to try to play locally as much as possible.
Let me see. I'm trying to ask because some of these questions, I don't mind when they come out in the fall. September is my birth month. That's right. I agree. September is my birth month too. Sorry, I'm just trying to see any more.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of them too. Let's see. I need all albums on vinyl. Thank you. Yes, we're going to work on that. We're going to work on that too. Probably starting with the newest album first. We definitely want to do a vinyl release for the new album, and then, like I said, we don't own the rights to Invitation, so we can't do that. I know a lot of people were asking for that, but I think someone is producing Invitation on vinyl through the record labels. So if they want to, they can probably go ahead and just get that. But yeah, we're going to do the new record on vinyl, and then we'll see how that goes. I'm getting the weird feedback now.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are like, some of the audio is a little choppy and glitchy for me. It always is for me though, because I guess the area I'm in. But I can hear you guys fine with no like reverb or anything.
Right. All right. So. Whatever. I'm lowering my volume. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm too loud.
Hope it's not still me.
No. And I'm so excited that Instagram was cooperative this time. It didn't take that many tries to get us live this time.
So we had to practice.
Yeah, I know, right? That practice run definitely helped because now we know what to do.
Yeah. Get the 45 minutes of madness and glitches and technical difficulties out of the way ahead of time.
Exactly. So, if you were to take one album that you guys did, if it's going to be different for Anthony, I understand because you joined later in the band. If you were to do one album, spoken word, what album would you choose?
One of them.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to hear that either.
Here's your answer.
Oh my God. I think Max would do really good. It worked for Henry Rollins and it works for Randy of Lamb of God, so might as well give it a shot.
Max can have at it.
Yeah, maybe one day he'll write a book and go on a book tour, and he could do that. I
want to know when he booked it. I'll sit in the back of the place and heckle him the whole time.
Yeah, right. Story time with Max, right? Just everyone gathers in a circle.
Could be fun. Dude, I wouldn't mind doing like a storytellers type of show. That would be kind of fun, maybe.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Max should do Power Tools spoken word.
Oh boy.
Unplugged. Right, we're doing unplugged, Joey.
What?
Let's do an unplugged at one point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and we could do like
we could
do like story time, in between songs.
Yep, break out the djembe for that. Be the best gig ever because I don't have to lower my shit around.
Easy in, easy out.
Yeah, right. Predator Smoking. There's a good one you do off of Fire.
They're picking all the horrible songs like Predator, Power Tool. Let's do Jonesin' while we're at it. You know what I mean?
Jonesin'.
That's great. We'll use all the songs about murder.
Yeah, I know, right?
For spoken word, Human Gamma Bomb. That'll be a good one.
Oh yeah,
dude, imagine
that'll work.
Spoken word. Step to the side show. I know, ignite like a pyro. Oh my God, that part would be amazing.
Yeah, but he's got to be sitting on a stool like this while he's doing it.
I know, right? Yo, we got to get this going. We got to bring this up to Max.
We got to get him a pair like Spike Jones glasses or something like that.
I can go ahead and say he's not going to want to do that.
No, I know.
So I'll just say he's not going to want to do that. Yeah.
It would be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Are you guys both drinking Red Bull?
I think so.
What are you drinking?
I'm going artsy, man. I got my yerba mate right here. So.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get the 20 ouncer.
I'm just drinking old ginger ale.
Wow.
I'm like an old lady now, you know. Who's a bitch got
I
a
was
kiss
just
around
gonna
here?
say the old person drink. No, I'm just kidding.
Who-
Ginger
who's
ale's
a-
good
Who's a bitch got a kiss around here to get a cream soda? Just asking.
though. So, if you guys were to do one night acoustically, what would be the top 3 songs that would be on that acoustic set list?
I got mine.
Go ahead.
Coalesce.
Okay,
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
that'd be a good one.
That'd be pretty, man. That'd turn out real pretty acoustic.
Let's do Rain.
Okay,
Let's do Monday Song.
okay.
Wither Away, maybe.
One of my favorites.
I'm just thinking of the prettier stuff, but I love Coalesce, so
Yeah,
that would be fun.
that's a really good song.
And then
We just have to.
just to take it off into left field somewhere.
Oh boy. Recidivist history. We could do that one.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's a good one too.
Well,
Off transmission, yeah.
You know what's funny? Back in the day, we used to joke around and we did like a Latin version of "Falling Down."
Oh,
We used
shit.
to joke around and do that. It was like a lounge version. You know, it was very strange.
Is it on
to
YouTube
ourselves.
somewhere?
No.
Okay.
We just used to screw around at rehearsal and
Oh, okay.
do this lounge falling down, you know.
Oh, that must have been fun though.
So we could do that, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ba-ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, no,
What is the hardest song to play on guitar, Joseph?
Usually something I didn't write.
Okay,
Because
fair
the
enough.
stuff I write is pretty easy for me to play, but like what really gave me some trouble? I don't know. Come back to me. Ask DeViz. I'm thinking.
Okay, go ahead. What is the hardest? Well, for you, it would be what is the hardest song to play on drums?
That's a tough one, kind of. Believe it or not. I mean, there's a lot of it's just chops based, especially like for a Truth Hurts when it comes later in the set too, and I'm already kind of getting gassed, maybe depending on how much sleep we got the night before. To have
Right.
to do the and for the whole tune. It's a lot of times towards the end, I'm leaning into it and like praying that I'm making it through to the end. You getting the echo still?
I'm hearing it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know.
Anybody listening, if you're getting an echo from me, let me know, please. Somebody chime in.
Yeah, somebody, because I'm not getting any.
I'll put more. I mean, the phone's leaning up, but I got padding here anyway. But that one's one. I mean, probably one of the real screw around songs too. I mean, Mangina's pretty nutty.
Right.
You know, it's probably one of the ones that I got stupid with on transmission. They left me to my own devices.
Someone said yes. People are saying yes on the echo. I don't hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing it. Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay. I'm still thinking about the song that's hardest for me to play.
More padding here.
That's got to be something that Max or Jordan wrote that really gave me a hissy, like a fit. I think I'm getting the same thing though. See?
Sounded good.
I don't know.
I don't have that though. I don't get that. Yeah.
I mean, I do have I have
Ed,
earbuds in,
Ed
so
said
I don't know
it's
if
not
that's.
that bad.
I'll just try to talk quieter. I'd say human gamma bomb was a pain for me in the beginning when Max brought it in, because he wrote that whole song. Jordan wrote a little bit of it too, but that was a little bit of a pain for me, I think.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Okay.
But the hardest songs I ever had to play were those damn With Daggers Drawn songs.
Oh yeah.
You know, Tommy.
It's totally different.
Tommy, that kid wrote, and Ed wrote the most complicated stuff. I had to practice it every single day, otherwise I couldn't be able to play it. So that was a real challenge.
Right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that makes sense. So if you were to collaborate with any other artist, who would your artist of choice be for both of you? Obviously, whoever wants to answer first, it's fair game.
I'm just going to do a little bit of butt kissing here, and I would love for us and Max to collaborate with Sahaj from Ra. I think that would be an awesome collaboration.
Dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
My favorite Raw song is On My Side. I love that. I love Do You Call My Name. It's so heavy, but just I don't know. I love On My Side.
Yeah, he came in and worked on 2 of the singles with us, just kind of like, shaping them up a little bit. Yeah, he was with us for a weekend. February, was that this year or last year, Anthony?
What was that?
When was Sahaj in? Last year?
That was last year. Yeah, last year,
Yeah.
February, I think, right? Or no?
Yeah, February, yep.
Oh, that's so cool, though.
That'd be my choice. I would like to collaborate with him in the future.
All right. Anthony, how about you?
I got to give love to Sahaj too, of course. Man. It's no brainer. Great dude. Super talented. I've been a rock fan for a while too, so it was crazy when Jeffrey brought up him. I was like, wow, oh shit.
Yeah.
I can have a toss-up between 2. I mean, the first one's somebody who goes back just a super long time for me, Steve Vai. I was always a big Steve Vai guy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And he likes to go off into like La La Land on a lot of his records too, but there's always at least those couple of tunes where I'm like whoa, like when he's actually writing like a full song with some kind of progression and format as opposed to going out there into left field the whole time. Steve Vai's been a guy for a long time, but I got into a lot of genty stuff lately, and Queenie is one of my favorites. I would love to play with that dude.
All right. Okay, cool. Both really good artists, by the way. So I know Max isn't a part of this, but would you happen to know what Max's would be?
I couldn't even guess.
No?
Well,
Tell you the truth.
maybe Jeff Tate from Queensryche, the original Queensryche singer. I know he loves him, and he loved the band Portishead.
Okay. Wow. Okay, Portishead. I remember them.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just a guess, maybe.
Dude, Jeff Tate, man, he's got. Oh my God.
Yo, Raph, what's up, brother?
Him and Steve Perry of Journey should just do a cappella together. Just them two.
There you go.
I would love to hear that.
Joey, people keep on asking about oh yeah, you just responded to when stuff's going to start to drop. I mean, we're still aiming for like a couple months or so, right? If the planets align for us, drop a single. I don't know how timing's going to work out with that, but am I off on that? Or?
What do we like? End of March. If we can, if we can get the video done, the first single, I'd say end of April, maybe first week of May, something like that. Ballpark.
Figuring if something goes to shit, right? It did push that. I would talk about a couple months max. Try and get something out. At least the first one.
We're just gonna need like a few weeks to promote the video, and that's all. So we're just waiting on the first video to be done, so then we can gauge kind of exactly. But that's ballpark.
Right. I mean, we're doing the administrative stuff now too. I mean, copyright and getting stuff uploading it for distribution and whatnot. And probably the most difficult part of that is going to be like getting artwork lined up and the creative end.
So, my next question is, without saying it, because obviously you're not going to say it here. Do you have a title for the album? No.
Nope.
Oh.
Everybody chime in with your ideas. Now's your shot. Let's hear it.
Still waiting on that one. The big guy is racking his brain to come up with a title, so we'll see. He always comes up with a good one, so we'll see.
Someone just asked, you
I'm
filmed
responding.
Huh?
I'm responding.
Okay, never mind. All right, cool. But yeah, the question is...
No connected
Anthony's
story.
No. Anthony's responding to it, but just so everybody knows, this person asked, you filmed 2 videos back to back. Are they a connected story somehow? And
no.
Okay.
They're completely different concepts.
Yeah, so for anybody not reading the comments here, I said they're not connected. The 2 videos. One's a story, and one's just a brutal throwdown, for the most part.
Yep.
And we got a great backdrop for everything. Great backdrops for everything. It'll be good. Go big. We're confident in that.
Yeah, the videos are going to look incredible. Right. No, two totally different things. Yeah, one is a really, really heavy song, and one is a very pretty song. Yeah.
Very pretty song. Yes.
Both,
I love it.
Both strong tracks, at least in my opinion, for the lead off. That's the way you got to do it. Hit it hard, coming right out of the box.
Yeah.
I like balanced albums. Half heavy, half light. It balances it out. Like one song from one band that definitely threw me for a loop, but they made it work and it was tremendous, was when Disturbed covered Sound of Silence. I was not...
Yeah, that was a cool cover.
Yeah, I was not expecting them to do it, but they did it really well. And then they came back doing Living After Midnight, but they kept the drum part from Painkiller in the beginning. And then...
I don't think I've ever heard that. I have to go check
God.
that out. David Draymond's a great singer. I mean, he's a super talented guy, and the band is great.
Yeah.
Tight band.
I think it's his birthday today, actually.
Oh, hey.
I think so.
Happy birthday, dude.
Sure.
Yeah. Exactly. It's 40 has a long itinerary of songs, starting from Sideshow Freaks was what, 99 roughly?
Yes.
1999, yeah. So how did you come up with Sideshow Freaks before Step Into the Sideshow from Invitation to the Dance? So how did that happen?
What do you mean? Because Step Into the Sideshow was on Sideshow Freaks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I forgot.
And Rejection. It was actually,
I forgot.
No, it's okay. Max says in one of the songs on Sideshow Freaks, because I'm a sideshow freak, a long-legged geek, gonna be, I forget which song that is, but maybe that's where he got it Is that I'm So Ugly? Yeah, that's I'm So Ugly. So
Yeah,
um,
yeah, that's okay.
he probably had that whole sideshow freak thing in his head for a long time, you know, and step into the
Okay.
sideshow again, just kind of on that motif, that circus motif.
Yeah. Oh yeah. um.
But it's our most popular song. It's one of our most popular
Yeah.
songs, and I know people love
Yeah.
it. It's
Definitely.
it's just so old, It's like, oh, we got to play this one again. I think once we actually played it twice. We opened up with it at Starland, and then we closed with it at Starland just to see if people cared, and they did not.
Yeah. No.
They were like, "Yay, did it again!"
So I have to ask you, Joey, because I know what the song is about, but I have to ask you to elaborate as much as you can.
I could try. I mean, fuck if
I
I
know
know,
you know
but
this one. The meaning of power tool.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was written about the Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky scandal back in 1990 something, whatever the hell that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought that was funny.
Loosely based, I guess.
The first time I heard it, the second verse kind of like gives it away. But like, if you didn't know what it was about, you'd be super confused by it.
Yeah, it could just be come off as a whatever type of song you want to call it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't trying to be misogynistic. I think he was just coming from the the mind frame of Bill Clinton, I guess, at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that scandal was like 93 or 92, so it was like early 90s.
Yeah. I think I was still in high school, bro. I was in high school when I think. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I actually remember that though.
Tricky Bill.
Yeah. I was, oh my God. I was like 7.
So you didn't even know what the hell was going on, really?
Oh no, I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I remember it, but I don't, I mean, now I know what it was, but back then I heard it, but I didn't like understand it.
Well, I didn't either, but as you get older, your perception changes,
Yeah. I'm just Little Lover acoustic. Ooh, that would be a fun one.
That could be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. My Name is Vengeance acoustic.
No.
That would be
no.
That would be so interesting, though.
How? I mean, you can't really chug on an acoustic. That whole song is chugging.
I know. That's why it would be so interesting.
Am I going to chug on an acoustic? I mean, no. I mean, we'd have to rework it, which we could, but I actually play that acoustic. Oh, you do? Okay. Somebody said they play that acoustic.
That is
nice.
Ed.
Yo, Jeff, what's up?
There's our man. Sounds in the house.
Yeah.
I got a good one for acoustic here. Just popped in my head too. We got Broken Language with Domino.
Ooh. With Domino, yeah, that's a good one.
That song is so good, and it just flew under the radar because it's the last song on the record. It's such a good song.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of that one.
Yeah, totally.
How was Domino, by the way?
I wasn't there.
Wait, you were at the
When she recorded, we weren't there, but as far as like her hanging out, she's a very sweet girl, very nice girl. Yeah. Woman, I should say, very nice woman. Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. Did definitely a few hangs backstage, in green room when we played on the same bill a couple of times. But man, I give her credit because the amount of time she spends getting done up for stage is like she's putting on the makeup and the glitter and like twisting all the hair up, and I'm like, my God, like she puts the effort in. She's had it for a while to get that look going.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a true performer. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, she's very, very sweet.
Yeah,
I ended up
very sweet girl
at the release show.
Nice.
And yeah, I even got to meet Byzantine.
Oh yeah, OJ and Byzantine,
Yeah,
such a great band. Another kind of under the radar band that not a lot of people knew about.
They were great.
yeah, they were
I got
really
more
good.
compliments. I got more compliments about them from my friends who were at the Starland show. They were just fun, man. They groove, they rock out, and it's like it's exactly
Yeah,
what you
those dudes are
Yeah,
serious and seriously
yeah,
tight.
yeah, they're really good.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, I love those
I,
guys.
I remember when I when I met them, I was allowed to go back behind where they like sell merch. And the guy's like, "You, not OJ. It wasn't OJ. I forget who it was, but he's like, you got something for us to sign?" I'm like, no. Like, I was afraid because, like, and he's like, screw it. So they just picked up like a sticker that they were selling for like $3, and they all signed the back of it, and I still have it.
Nice. That's really
great.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
There. Look now. Okay, we got to go in the comments here. We got Jeff Harrison and Matthew. Matthew is our videographer, and he actually
Okay.
did the video for Snake Charmer back in the day too. He's the man. And there's Jeff Harrison is our I mean, what do you say? He's our savior. He's our financier. He's the reason why we're making this record, and the reason why it's going to be promoted. And yeah, he's the man. His question was, do you feel like the stars are aligning for this new album? And I do. I really do. I feel like he has put together an excellent team as far as Matt, the videographer, and a bunch of guys behind the scenes that are going to be working on promoting. And yeah, man, I do feel that way. And we love you, buddy. But he's the reason why we're even doing this right now, man. He's been helping us out immensely. He spent a lot of money getting our equipment back in order. The recording studio was refurbished completely.
Yep.
And the new album sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I feel that we kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
This time around. Fire was good, transmission was good. They're both good for different reasons, but this kind of like we went back to the old sound, but kept it really modern sounding, and threw in a whole bunch of modern twists and stuff like that. So I really feel like this is some of our best work in a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And that's awesome. Like, I can't wait.
And to piggyback on that too, I mean, stylistically, stemming off what Joey was saying, it's inherently different from Transmission, which was the first record I was on, that I played on after joining the band. And yeah, great record. This one that's coming out is just, I think everything just kind of came together, man. It, streamlined styles meshed together. It's just all kind of, things fell into place for sure over the X number of years of practice, collaborating. So, it'll be good.
I can't wait. Like,
and sorry, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I saw teasers and like photos of you guys from the photo shoot. Oh my God, I can't wait to actually see these videos and hear the songs and just the whole album coming out. It's gonna be awesome. And that I got you guys.
Oh,
forever.
of course, we know you're always going to be there, helping, supporting, promoting. One other thing I want to mention, and we already mentioned Sahaj earlier. We tongued his butthole real good, Jeff. Just kidding. We got to mention Zaki Ali. the guy who co-produced and engineered the whole record. Just an incredible engineer, producer, and musician. You have to go check out his stuff at Zaki. It's at Zaki Ali on Instagram. Go check out his music. It's like instrumental shred, guitar. It's incredible stuff. He's a guitar player, drummer, bassist. He played all the instruments on his own record. It's incredible. So go check out Zaki Ali, everybody.
ZAKIALI. And
oh, hell yeah.
And super cool dude on top of it.
Oh, the coolest, the chillest dude ever. Like nothing rattles this guy. He's super chill.
I'm actually gonna go check him out after this live because I want to hear what he's got. You know me and music, so I gotta,
Oh yeah, it's incredible stuff.
I definitely gotta check this one out. So I interviewed back in January. Well, I should say back in October 1st. October 12th, I think it was. I interviewed Jeremy Southwick.
Who's that?
He says he knows you guys. He used to play in a band, Split 9. They're from Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize his name.
And then I also got to interview Alfonso of Heartsick in January, this past January.
Shout out Alfonso and Heartsick, man. That dude is one of our brothers. Long time, going back to when they were called No Life.
Yep.
Yeah, love him, man. All those boys. Shout out Alfonso and Waylon and Jared. Not sure of their drummer's name because they're kind of like Spinal Tap with drummers, but the dude they have now is sick and he's stuck. But yeah, I'm not sure his name.
Jake was in. I think you were playing with him.
Oh, yeah. When we were playing with them, Jake was in the band. He's sick too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love those guys. How did the interview go?
The interview went great. They were actually on tour as the opening band for Crowbot and Nonpoint.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the interview was conducted while Alfonso was driving from Tennessee to Florida. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, he was off camera for it, but the interview still went on, and it was awesome.
That dude, I mean, he works his little butt off, and just, I've never seen anybody hustle the way he does, ever.
Yeah, yeah, he goes to school still now, and yeah, we got into that.
Yeah, yeah, he shoots videos now too. He does videos and stuff. We may end up working with him in the future. That would be a lot of fun because we love him. And he told me he would come to New Jersey and work for cannolis. So
yes, he told me he would come with Heartsick to Jersey, definitely by the end of 2025. That's what he told me.
Yeah, we've seen them a couple of times at Dingbats and different venues when they came around. Always try to see them when they're here.
You're the one who actually introduced me to Heartsick with Rose Casket Diary back in the day. I know. Oh my God, Rose Casket Diary is old, and he actually did they actually collaborated with Clint Lowry in 2022.
All right, cool.
Nice.
A song called, oh my God, what's that? Desperate and Broken is the name of the song. It's really good. So I don't know if you guys knew that one, but you guys have to listen.
I had heard it. Yeah, I remember when they came out. He was really proud having worked with him, and that dude's just an incredible songwriter.
Yeah.
Just
it's awesome.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Dark New Day is, oh my God, when I
loved that band. I really loved that band. Yeah. You remember them, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the name. The material's escaping me right now, but definitely.
My favorite song from Dark New Day is Evergreen.
That's a good one. I haven't listened to them in so long. Wow.
Dude.
I'll have to go listen to Dark New Day later.
Yeah, I know, right? I remember 12 Year Silence. I remember them on the Taste of Chaos tour, I think it was. I think it was the Taste of Chaos tour. I don't remember. But yeah, Crossfade and Taproot on Loco, all those old
Crossfade.
bands.
Damn.
Yeah. It's been a while. But are you guys gonna do a release show at Starland?
Yep. That's the plan, at least. You know, we're still hoping. I mean, we're still waiting on a like a confirmation for the date, but we have a tentative date. I'm not going to give it away.
Right.
But oh my god. But yes, that is the plan.
Okay. Cool. I'll definitely be there. You know that.
Oh yeah. I mean, as long as you're okay. I mean, from what you told us earlier.
Yeah.
You know, we're hoping you're upright and mobile. That's all. You know.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll be all right. And you know, hell or high water. Come on, man. I gotta go.
Well, yeah. Okay. You know.
I'm not too sure if I can headbang like I did. But...
Oh no. I mean, I can't either anymore. We just from our video shoot alone, I had metal neck for like 3 days afterwards. I was like, oh god, I haven't done this in so long. Why does everything hurt?
Yeah, right.
I had metal neck.
How about, are you guys you guys are still in contact with Christian Machado and those boys, right?
Max, yeah. He's talking. Well, Chris is in a different band now. He's in a band called Lions at the Gate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Max has been talking to Chris pretty regularly. They keep in contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, because I was gonna ask, because I know they used to do like do shows with you, El Nino, but
yeah.
You know, now that Chris is in El Nino, I mean.
No, still got love for El Nino and Dave. I mean, we go way back.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're doing their thing. They're out on tour right now, I think.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, we saw Dave when geez, I don't know how many years ago when we were in Texas, and we played in the Dallas Fort Worth. I think he came to that show.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, and yeah, we would love to get Lions at the Gate on a show with us in the future, man. I love Chris's new band. They're really awesome. So, shout out that dude,
They're
big
badass.
dude. Yeah, man. Okay. And Aru and Diego, they're all in that band. Really good stuff. Everybody should go listen to it.
Yeah, really, they're good. They're awesome. Now, what about? I don't know if this is a touchy subject or not because it's been a while. But E-Town.
Wow, what's that? Why would that be touchy?
I don't know. Just because
David
that band hasn't.
David is in our band.
Yeah, I know. Mondragon. Yeah. Dave's still there. Dave's still awesome.
No, E-Town is really active right now. They've been playing shows over the last couple of years everywhere. They put out 2 new singles, and there's my cat.
Is it Motown?
That's Motown. Yo, you're Motown.
Hi, Gable. Nicky Motown.
What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? He's like had enough. So yeah, later, buddy. Yeah, no, David's in our band, and we love E-Town, and yeah, they're kicking butt right now, dude. They were playing all over in Europe. They're headlining like all these big hardcore festivals. They're probably more popular right now than they were back in the day. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So no, nothing but love for those guys and for David, of course. You know, he's our guy, and he's all over the new record, all over it, man. He played bass on the new record. Let me tell you, killed it.
Really?
Murdered it. And guitar. He also obviously played guitar as well, but his bass playing is incredible, man.
I like how he's diverse like that. That's cool.
Oh, he's an incredible musician. That's all he does is play music, teach, and play music. He's incredible. Lucky to have him.
He came out of nowhere with the bass stuff too. You know, obviously, if you're a guitar player, you can pick up a bass and play something. But as far as playing bass, like a bass player and well, and like, you know, Joey called me up like, dude, you're not gonna believe this, man.
Yeah.
I saw the video. I'm like, okay, good, done.
Matt Chu, our videographer, said E-Town and 40 Below should do a show at Starland. I agree. It would just have to be after our CD release show. Disney, we got a Disney Fist shout out there, absolutely. Yeah, big news coming your way regarding that, and you know.
So excited for that one.
Not going to spill the beans.
I have to ask Mr. DeViz something.
Please, I have to shut up.
No, not that. How's Mark Rizzo doing?
Great. I think he just got on here watching. What's up, Mark?
Oh, he did? I didn't even see him. Oh, there he is. What's up,
Yep,
Rizzo?
Mark Rizzo ripping
I
shred.
didn't even see him.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that he has a solo on our new record.
Right. Yep.
Riz.
Yep.
Riz.
He came in for the guest solo, and
it's really fast.
He's still out there beating it up. The guy's one of the hardest working dudes in music. Multiple projects, solo gigs. I play in an acoustic trio with him still. We do some shows, you know, infrequently, but trying to get more. And guys out there killing it, putting out new material.
Hell yeah! So that's now. If you guys were to headline a festival, what festival would you want to headline? Any festival in the world, past or present.
I mean, this is a fantasy, right?
Yes.
Have you been watching the Downbeat podcast, Jill Stewart? Have you? Have you heard of the Downbeat podcast?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I haven't, but now I gotta check it out.
Well, it's the drummer from Straight from the Path, and at the end of every podcast, he asked their guests about this whole dream festival situation. You know, it's just I was just kidding around.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's just go big and say Download Festival, okay?
Okay, all right.
Like that's never gonna happen.
Bring back an early 2000s era type, or even late 90s era type Ozfest. I want to hang out with everybody here.
Hell yeah!
Be sick.
Yeah, what? Oh man.
Louder Than Life. Yeah, I mean,
now.
we would just like to get on a festival. Okay, back to reality. We would just like to get on one of those shows. We'd be happy enough just to do that.
Could you be?
You know.
I know of a band name that you probably know because they know who you are. The name of the band is actually Allborn, and they're awesome. They're from Illinois, and from what I hear, they'd be willing to travel to New Jersey to play with you guys.
Oh, well, that's really nice of them. I mean, probably be more feasible for us to come out their way and play a show out in their neck of the woods. But either way, you know, we love linking up with anybody, you know, around. You know what I mean?
Yep, down for it.
That's how we got to know the Heartsick guys in the first place. That's how we met them back in the day, just on the circuit, you know. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I asked guests in the past. Obviously, Joey's gonna have a different answer than Anthony. But if you were to pick a 5-man band, guitar, drums, bass, lead guitars, and vocals, 5 people. That's right, Joey. I'm making you think. Let's go.
Come on. You want us to put together a dream band? Okay, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh boy. You want to go first, Anthony?
I'm still trying to put that together in my head. We're going to need about 2.5 minutes of dead silence here.
Yeah, right.
But Joe, just talk about something while we ponder.
No rush.
That's a tough one. Okay, well, let's see. I mean, I can kind of. All right, so I'm me on drums.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about dudes who are like I mean, Dime on guitar. You know.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Ooh, I'm starting to think now. Okay, go.
And bass. I mean, I'm trying to think of something that would fit too, kind of like guys who would fit together. Because like I love like Les Claypool's bass was funky, or I could think of even like some more funky fusion guys. But Steve Harris, Maiden.
Okay.
That'd be a pretty sick power trio right there. And then vocals. Trying to think, there's I'm gonna deviate a little bit. I'm not gonna go like straight up metal, but even like a Chris Cornell would be something else on top of that,
Okay.
But if not, if somebody's still with us, I mean, big Miles Kennedy fan, man. I think guys like Miles Kennedy. Brent Smith from Shinedown. I guess with a couple of sick voices, some of the best.
Jill is a big Shinedown fan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Love them.
Yeah.
I have lyrics on my arm from them.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, you've met those guys a whole bunch of times, right?
I met half of Shinedown. I met the drummer Barry Kirch and their guitar player Zach Myers.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm not really all that familiar with their material, but I know they're a huge band.
Oh, they're awesome. All right.
Oh boy, is it my turn now? Shit.
It is your turn.
I paved the way, brother. You're up. Come on.
Well, because you said Dime on guitar, I was immediately drawn to like Randy Rhoads on guitar.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But then you threw me for a loop. It's like it's got a mix, and I was like thinking Bonham on the drums, but Bonham and Randy Rhoads, do they really work together? I don't know.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah. They would.
So that's where we're at. Bass. Let's pick someone who's still with us. Robert Trujillo.
Oh, Metallica, nice.
Yeah, he popped in my head too, man. He's sick.
Yeah, I mean he was in Infectious Grooves and Suicidal Tendencies, all these bands. Yeah. Ozzy, he played with Ozzy for a long time. He played with Jerry Cantrell. Oh. And let's have Lane Staley sing. Why not?
Okay.
So there's my band. Lane Staley, Randy Rhoads, John Bonham, and Robert Trujillo. Makes no sense.
So, a while ago, I read a question from somebody, and I'm not going to scroll up and find it, but I do remember what it said. Somebody asked, "Is the Alice in Chains cover going to be on the album?" Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right.
And I want to back up real quick too, because I actually saw me as an R.I.P. Lane Staley, definitely, and an R.I.P. Dime. Fun fact: I shared the same birthday with Dimebag Darrell. Not the same year, but August 20th.
Truth.
Look at that. Nice.
My birthday just sucks. Outright sucks, but it's fine.
Why is that?
9/11.
Oh. That
shit.
That does suck.
I was born September 11th, 1986.
So, right around the time the Mets won the last World Series, you were born.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Sorry, Anthony. Here we go. Right, here we go. That's interesting, being that you're such a big Mets fan and you were born in September of '86. I mean, I forget if the postseason, it ran into October at that point, but yeah.
Well, they clinched it September 17th in '86.
Oh, well, there you go. It was just, it was much quicker back then. The playoffs and everything got rolling quicker. But yeah, I was 10 years old, so I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right through the legs. Go Buckner.
86. I was 76, so I was 10.
What age?
Not. What?
Oh yeah.
She already said it. Virgo?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Virgos for life.
So is Mabel, right? Yeah. Mabel's a Virgo.
And you are, hold on.
I'm Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, yeah, because you're ending of November.
Right. And Anthony?
Leo.
The liar.
You just missed Virgo by like 2 days, Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the cusp, yeah.
So am I. I'm like right in between Scorpio and Sag.
Yeah.
Must be why we get along so well. It's not just our love for meatballs, you know.
No, not for meatballs. Oh my God, this is gonna be great. This has been a blast for me to do. Really, it's been fun.
Yeah, we don't get to do too much of this either, so same.
No, but I'm happy to do it again later on. You know, after if you guys are up for it too, after the album release and all that. Hell, I'll even travel. Like, I'll go to Starland and go live that night for the release show night interview if you guys want. I don't care.
I mean, that might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. But I mean, show nights are insane. It's hard to even have 5 minutes to speak to a person at a time. You know, it's just like,
yeah, it's jam-packed.
Oh, somebody's calling. We got to go backstage. We got to do this. Plus, yeah, we're not going to reveal a secret yet, but it's going to be a really special night. It's going to be a fun night. And we're going to have a little special treat for everybody that night. So, yeah.
Oh, is Anthony going to wear his cowboy hat again?
He is definitely going to wear his hat, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Oh, yeah.
It's now a staple, Anthony. You just got to do it.
It works. I like it.
He even has one that says, "I'm the drummer." So we will never forget that he is the drummer of the band.
And I like his Instagram handle. If anyone forgets, he's the NJ Rock drummer.
That's it.
And you are Joey 40 Below.
That is correct. Thank you.
So,
everybody getting an ice cream? What the hell are you talking about, Matt? What do you...
Oh, I know, because you said you're going to have a special treat.
Oh, special treats. Oh, ice cream, yes. Mm.
Yeah. Joey's going to be in the foyer handing out Klondike bars to everybody that comes in.
Ooh, that'd be fun. We get a little soft serve machine when everybody walks in. Oh, here you go. You want vanilla or chocolate?
Yeah.
Rainbow sprinkles or... What do you want?
all night ice cream.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Joey put on that little ice cream hat.
Oh, I just can't consume any myself because I'm, at this point in my age, it just doesn't agree with me anymore. Unfortunately, I love ice cream, but I'll just be farting up the whole venue that night. We don't want that.
It's okay.
Do not want that.
Yeah, I'm lactose myself, so I don't. I can't.
I'm not completely intolerant, but when it comes to like ice cream and whipped cream and anything like that, I'm just like, oh no, I'm like a trumpet. It's bad. Ice cream. Ice cream.
You got to keep doing it. And train your body.
Yeah.
Oh God,
that's
no,
Joey's
I can't do it, man.
talent. He's not only a guitar player, but apparently he's a trumpet player too.
Yeah.
Trumpet out of my ass. Yeah.
Someone said, can we bassists expect that signature bass sound in the new album? Hearing the bass in the old albums definitely had some influence on how I play.
Yeah, you'll dig it. That's for sure. Dave will not disappoint.
Yeah. As we said earlier, our guitar player and resident multi-instrumentalist David Mondragon played bass on it, and man, he just killed it. And the tone is incredible. It's definitely that kind of, that classic metal bass tone. It's got a little bit of girth and a little bit of drive, but not too much, and just a lot of body. It's nice and round. Sounds great.
I can't wait.
You'll be happy.
So, my partner in crime in this, all-born Army official, seriously, Ed, I was just going to shout you out. You said shout out to Dave, definitely. I agree with that, like, wholeheartedly. But my thing is, in terms of us running the Facebook 40 street team page, what would you want us to do? Like, are you gonna like be able to send us material and then we'll get it up for you guys, or?
Well, we're gonna have a bunch of different things going on. We'll be cross promoting across Instagram, Facebook, maybe even TikTok. So yeah, whatever we have, we can send your way, and you guys can promote it as well. I mean, you know, the more, the merrier. The more it gets out there, you know.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
like we were saying, we have a little promotional team put together by our guy Jeff, with John Shea and Mr. Melanson. So yeah, we're gonna have some pros doing it as well. So
Okay, awesome.
everybody is gonna be helping out, you know. But yeah, we'll shoot you guys over whatever we got, you know.
Hell yeah. Yay. Absolutely 40 for life. That's what Ed said. Hell yeah. 40 for life, definitely.
What up, Ed Moody?
So now's the portion of the interview where I ask my guests if they have any questions for me, kind of like them interviewing me. So go for it if you got anything.
Jill, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food. Oh my god, I'm such a foodie.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna stick with mashed potatoes, but I don't box them. I actually make mashed potatoes.
Okay.
All right.
Anthony is an incredible cook, by the way. I'm just going to add that on here. It's not jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken's good. I heard her. I love jerk.
Yeah, but it's not jerk. It's just got this jerk rub. He could explain, but that boy can cook.
I'll do a jerk rub. I'll do some with rotisserie rub, and then if you like your Italian specialties, you will never be disappointed in my house. Do a good Sunday gravy, and then along with that, you'll have fresh mozzarella, fresh made roasted peppers, homemade limoncello afterwards. Do it up.
Can you make a ceviche?
He doesn't mess around.
I could probably. I really, I got my certain things that I do, and then once in a while I'll expand.
Oh, gotcha.
And usually it's stuff that ends up being like, half a process. I mean, a pot of gravy is not like a big production, but it can take some time. I'll do a full smoked brisket. I got a smoker, do a 13, 14-hour cook on that thing between the smoker and the oven.
Dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. So,
disappointed. Okay, so outside of mashed potatoes is your favorite food, best concert you ever were at. And you don't have to say 40, it should not be 40 below, it should be somebody else.
Right.
No, it's not 40 right. All right, so I'm going to take you guys back to when I was about 15 or 16. And I went to Music as a Weapon tour. On that tour was Disturbed, Drowning Pool, Stereo Mud, Systematic, and System of a Down. So
nice.
I actually got pushed into the pits. I guess I was bopping up and down in front of someone and they got pissed off enough and pushed me in the pits. Whatever. I'm 5'1", I'm short. So for me to be pushed in the pits, I was terrified, but I went for it. And the very first song that I ever moshed to was, I swear to God, no lie, Bodies by Drowning Pool. I just went for it. Oh my God, it was awesome. And because I had such a deep connection with Drowning Pool at that moment, I can't listen to new Drowning Pool. I can't listen to anything without Dave Williams.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. I mean, we knew him pretty well back in the day. We toured with them a good bit, and he was super great guy. That's made everybody feel like family. He was just very welcoming and no ego.
No. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he was super chill.
Yeah. Oh, awesome guy.
So
but good on those guys for never giving up, man.
Yeah. No, I agree. I have nothing against them. It's just I can't.
I understand, but that's a sick tour to see for your first tour. Was System of a Down opening?
I think they did actually. I think it was them, and then I think it was either Systematic or Stereo Mud. Then it was Jackal, and then it was Disturbed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My first bloody nose happened at that show was Stupefied, but it's my own fault because nobody told me the golden rule. Like, when you see everyone put their hands up, that means a crowd surfer's coming. Nobody told me that. So I'm the idiot who looked back and literally got kicked in the face by that crowd surfer coming up. So
it's dangerous. I mean, me and Mabel, we go to a lot of concerts, and we love to get right up on the barricade. And some of these shows are so wild, there's just people coming over surfing the entire time. So I'm just like, duck. Go down, baby, because you know what I mean? And I'm just pushing people onto the stage. It gets really annoying after a while, but we've been to some pretty wild shows lately.
Seven Dust puts on a really great show with a lot of crowd surfers.
Yes, they do.
Oh my God, that was crazy. It was fun though. I've seen them plenty of times.
Yeah, same.
The last concert that you guys have ever been to, the last show, I'll tell you mine.
What was the last show we went to?
Damn, I don't even remember either.
Supposed to go to see Ginger.
I think there's so many over the last couple of years, I can't even remember. But I am going to see Spirit Box in about a month in your town, Anthony, at the Wellmont.
Nice. Oh, cool. Spirit Box are so good live.
And they have Loathe playing with them, which we've also seen like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times at this point.
Yo,
Love those guys.
Box, man, she's got a voice.
Oh, she's incredible. They just dropped a new record last Friday.
Yes,
it's really good.
Box are awesome.
Hell yeah.
I think the last one I was at, now I'm remembering, I think it was over the summer. It was over the summer, late summer. PNC Arts Center. My friends always call me up when they go. They're like the real big fans. I'm like, yeah, the band's cool, but whatever. Hailstorm.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
No, they're a great band. She's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lizzie Hale's really good. So
she's incredible.
The last show I've been to was in 2021, so it's been a while.
Wow.
Not Fest, but it was the last show that PNC had for that season because it was in October. And it was in October. It was awesome.
The guys from Queens or whatever. The Asian guys.
I'm now reminded of the last concert we saw. Thank you. It was Knocked Loose, Loathe, and Speed. And we saw them 2 nights in a row. It was in Brooklyn and then again in, where's the other show? Manhattan? In the city? Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Wow. Damn, you guys go to a lot of shit. Yeah, it's been a while.
But we're not crazy. We left before Knocked Loose played, and people can call me a wuss or whatever, but, yo, I'm almost 50, and those pits are wild. We were in the front. We were like, okay, we're going to go to the back now.
Yeah.
Because people were getting killed in those pits, man. We were like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
But we were up front for Loathe and Speed. It was great.
I remember I made fun of one of my friends. This was in 2018 when I got to see Slayer at PNC for their final farewell tour. And I literally made fun of my friend the entire time because I was in the lawn. And I kept texting him, like, yo, where are you at? He goes, I'm in the seats. And I'm like, why the fuck are you sitting at a fucking metal show? What the hell, dude? Like, I remember just going off on him. I'm like, you can't sit down at a Slayer show. What the hell is wrong with you? It was great.
There is some merit though. That there is some merit to having a good seat. I would capitalize on the resale sites here and there, and it's one of the things where you're like, if you can afford it and you don't mind paying, somewhat of a premium, not out of hand like $1,000, but you don't mind paying a couple $100 for a seat, you get
Right.
like, VIP areas, or like when you get the corporations that buy season tickets and nobody wants to see the show at the company, especially if it's metal. That's not real super popular stuff in the corporate world. And with the Arts Center, I've gotten resale tickets where you get access to the VIP area. But for Slayer specifically, me and Derek, our late bass player, we saw Slayer at the Wilmont, and I had some of those resale seats, and there were 2 seats, front row in the mezzanine. So we're sitting down. We had a rail in front. We're sitting down like this, watching the show, straight shot out, looking right at Tom Araya, the whole thing.
That's awesome, though. Like, I understand, like, if you're close to the stage and you get seats, that's a different story. But, like, this dude was, like, halfway up the, like, in the middle. So it's like, come on, dude. You can't even, like, get close to them. Might as well just be in the fucking lawn and mosh. I used to
mosh. Probably the craziest, event that I was at for that stuff, like Lawn Stories, Ozfest '98. We were on the
Oh, wow.
And these people, they would start moshing, and then, of course, they'd get out of hand because there's always one jackass in the crew. And now they're getting all tangled up with each other, pushing each other around, but you're on a hill like that. And you're watching the show, and you always got, like, one eye over your shoulder because you know it's only a matter of time before they lost their balance. You get out of the way, they'd come tumbling down the hill, bam, into the metal car rolling, everybody with bloody noses walking, out of there. The line to the infirmary was, like, around the corner. And he kept on doing it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Then you have those people who do it for fun. They tumble down into that gate, and it's like, dude, you're going to injure someone to the point where this shit's not going to be allowed anymore, and you're going to fuck it up for everyone. Everyone's going to get pissed off at you and fucking jump you.
They do it for fun?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
You've never seen, oh my God.
I've been to PNC probably, I think, once. And it's an awesome venue. It is kind of odd that they're seating right in front. It's like orchestra, it's like, it's very intimate. But no, I've never saw people tumbling into the barricade on purpose. I would just look at them like, you're a moron.
Like the clear path, like the mosh pit will open up for these people, and they'll just tumble right into the gate, and then they'll get up and go like, yeah, and then do it again. It's like, dude, no, whatever.
Brain damage,
Yeah, I mean, like, if metal shows like that, the Lawns, like the Wild Wild West out there. If you got a more mellow show, and it's a nice summer night, you can just kind of like sit on the grass or whatever, just kind of hang out. And as long as it's not too crowded up there, it's a pretty cool vibe. Because you got the open sky over here and everything also. And I think I saw like a show like that with King's X and Deep Purple. So it was like great, cool, mellow vibe. There wasn't anybody beating the shit out of each other at that show.
Love King's X, man.
Yeah. King's X is good.
So we saw Alice in Chains there, and it was just like you said, like an adult evening of rock and roll. It was
How
good.
How is William DuVall?
Oh, he's great, man. He sounded incredible.
Because a lot of people are like, Lane Staley was the great vocalist. Yes, he was an amazing vocalist, but half the time it was Jerry
no one can replace Lane. That dude's voice was insane. I mean, very unique. Everybody from the big four of grunge, they were all unique. Eddie Vedder, Chris Cornell, Lane Staley, and Kurt Cobain. They were all very unique. But yes, him and Jerry harmonized most of the time, and Willem does a great job, and he's a great guitar player too. So, Ed, they have the twin guitar thing.
I didn't know he played guitar, but Check My Brain is like one of the songs that like really stands out with him on vocals for me, William DuVall. But I will always have a soft spot for Nutshell.
Oh yeah, totally.
Dude, like really, I don't know what it is about that song in specifics. It's just his voice is just. It's kind of like a grunge Jeff Tate. Nutshell.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like it's.
That's just a beautiful record altogether, you know.
It is. It is. It's. I was actually just listening to the album. I think it was Dirt earlier. Them Bones. That comes off of Dirt, right? I think.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
No, I'm just giggling to myself. A lot of people know that's the Alice in Chains cover on our new album. A lot of people already know that, so it's not like a secret.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yo, I'm excited for that one. I can't hear it. Like
It's
Max
cool.
on vocals with that song. Oh my god.
It's cool.
Are you vocals too on that one?
Who?
Which?
Joey.
No.
Joey.
I don't sing.
So wait, who does
I
that echo?
I just do screaming. Well, Anthony sings and David sings. They both sing with Max live. Yeah.
Right, but not only Max does all the vocals on the record, but yeah, live we pick up those duties.
Right.
Okay. Oh man.
Max does everything on the album.
All I'm saying is I'm hoping that cover song gets played live for the release show. You don't have to say it. I'm just hoping it does.
Maybe. You know, it's 2.5 minutes long, so we could definitely squeeze it in.
Yeah, and it totally crushes too. So it's definitely a contender. I'll say, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I would love to do it.
That would definitely not be a bad choice to throw on a set list.
No way.
Someone said their last show was Josh Green says my last was Lorna Shore was awesome.
Nice.
Going back to
yeah. Lorna Shore is brutal. Just incredibly brutal.
Yeah.
Never heard a person sound like that before in my life.
So what is your take on okay, here we go. An anonymous band or a band in costume. So I'm gonna take the band in costume, War, and the anonymous band, Sleep Token. What's better?
Wait, what was the first band?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
War.
War?
Gwar?
Gwar.
Yes, Gwar.
What about him?
I mean...
Huh?
What about him?
I think she's saying who's better between the two. Your opinion.
Gwar or...
Sleep Token.
An anonymous band that nobody really knows who they are, but they're freaking awesome anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Sleep Token for me.
Yeah, I think probably them too. That's kind of, it's like apples and oranges, man. That's more about what style of music you dig, I think.
Yeah, they're completely different style bands. You know, Gwar is, I don't know. I don't even know how to classify their music. I mean, I know it's like rock and metal, but it's you know, it's its own thing. Sleep Token is probably going to be the biggest metal band of our time. I think, you know, they're just huge already. You know,
and nobody knows who the hell they are.
Some people have an idea.
I like the.
But that's the cool part about it, because you know,
it was just.
It's not like, you know, not to knock Slipknot at all, because I love them too, but eventually everybody knew what they looked like. I don't think that's going to happen with Sleep Token. I think they would rather disappear before people find out who they are. But
exactly.
Again, a lot of people know who they are because you know, they figured it out, little signs and little things, especially the musicians, not so much the singer, but the musicians.
Yeah, I think the drummer goes by the name JJ or something. I don't know.
I don't know what his real name is.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. As far as anonymity goes, is there anybody still holding out? Is Buckethead still holding out, or is it like the cat out of the bag on that one too?
There's rumors about who he is. I think people think he's a guy named Brian Carroll.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
As far as like a picture of the guy's face, like with him, I don't think there's really anything concrete out there with him.
I don't think so either. No.
He might be the only one that's still like the Loch Ness monster out there, man. It's like up in the air.
Yeah.
He's such an interesting character, man. That guy is wild and funny as hell.
He made a name.
He's really fun.
He definitely.
Well, I mean, he's an incredible guitar player also. I mean, and if you see his hands, they're like two of mine. Like the length of his fingers are like it's almost unfair.
It is.
A sick guitar player. People were like, "Oh, it's Paul Gilbert. It's Paul Gilbert," because they look at the fingers and I'm like, "That's not Paul Gilbert." People, really? He doesn't have time for that shit.
Yeah. So, I have to ask Joey and Anthony. Whoever wants to answer first. Obviously, for Anthony, it's going to be drum, and unless he's got a different perspective. But who are two of your main influences for what you do musically?
All right. Drum-wise, I mean, I think Vinnie Paul definitely won.
Okay.
Stylistically. And then another one, and this is funny because I didn't even realize it until a guy I was in a cover band with pointed it out to me when one of the songs were playing on the radio. And I'm like, you know what? Shit, man, you're right, because I have a big funky element to my playing. Tim Alexander from Primus.
Ooh. Wow.
You know?
Okay.
And I mean, like, and don't get me wrong, like technical wise, like, I mean, I'm a big technical guy. I got to give some love to Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater. That, like, coming up through high school, that really built my technical end of things too. But you know, keeping it kind of.
I was gonna say,
getting down to the nitty gritty of it, you know, kind of between the first two.
All right. Nice. Tim, you threw me for a loop with Tim Alexander just now.
I hear it though. Now that you say that, Anthony, I hear it, especially in like the tom rolls and some of the fills that you do. Definitely hear that, right. And the way you tune the toms,
and the snappy hi-hat shit and everything too. Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody realizes it until somebody says it. It's like, oh, and that was me too.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
I could hear that now. I could hear that.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. All right, Joseph, you're up, sir.
Oh man, I'm so bad at this stuff because I don't know. I'm not like a traditional guitar player where you know what I mean. I'm a drummer. I started as a drummer and then picked up the guitar kind of around the time I met Max. Like I was always fooling around with the guitar and whatever, but I didn't really take it seriously until I met him and we started the band. So as far as influence, I don't know. You know, like Steph from Deftones was a big influence when I first started. You know, loved his riffing style. But like growing up with my father, who was a professional guitar player, he was always a huge influence on me. Not necessarily stylistically, but just as far as becoming a musician and all that stuff. He was a huge influence on me, and he was an incredible player and a beautiful, soulful player. So all that stuff kind of seeps into you,
right?
You know what I mean? And you just absorb it, and it comes out in a different way. You know, so I'd say definitely my dad would be the number one. You know, and then like again, Steph from Deftones, early Korn were big influences when we started. You know, Pantera, Dime has to be one of the biggest as far as his riffing style. You know, and Pandaria.
Okay.
That band was a big influence on me, you know, in my formative years, and definitely as far as guitar riffing, you could hear it in our riffs. If you don't, you know, you're not listening to enough Pandaria. So go listen to them.
Pure Hatred is like my anthem. I love that one.
So yeah.
All right.
I was expecting like the traditional Ted Nugent, Joe Satriani, Stevie Ray
Well,
Vaughan,
I
stuff like
love I love Joe Satriani, and speaking of my dad, we used to like cruise in his Cadillac listening to Flying in a Blue Dream when I was like 12 years old. You know what I mean? And it was like a bonding thing with us. So I love that record, and Eddie Van Halen,
yes.
and Van Halen in general was like my first favorite rock band, and I always loved them, and I love his playing. So I just don't do anything like that,
Yes, his son is massively talented.
Holy cow! Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, Mammoth is sick. Seriously,
I
sick.
had the pleasure of seeing them live a couple of summers ago at the Stone Pony with Alter Bridge, and yeah, he killed it, man. He's so talented.
What did he play? Because normally he plays drums live, but like on his album, he does everything.
No, he sings and plays guitar live.
Okay.
Always. He doesn't play drums live, but yes, on his albums he plays everything.
I saw him on another YouTube channel, Drumeo, and he had to learn a song by an Australian band, 5 Seconds of Summer. Dude, it so wasn't him, but he made it work. He definitely made it work.
I dig the Drumeo stuff. It's very cool. I want DeViz to get on Drumeo. I want our record to blow up big enough that they bring him on there, because I'm telling you, if the world gets to see what this guy does on the drums,
I've seen it.
They're going to be talking about him like we're talking about all these other incredible people. I'm telling you.
But, all right.
But thank you.
I'm gonna warn you, Anthony.
I'm not gassing you up. It's true.
I will warn you, Anthony. This guy picks songs for you. So he had Mike Portnoy on, and he had him do what's that Tool song?
That's right. They made him learn a Tool song from scratch. It was like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to watch it. It's funny as hell.
I saw some of it. Yeah, it wasn't 46 or 2, right? What the hell was it?
It was oh god, it wasn't Monia. No, how do you say? It starts with a P, but it's not. I think.
I know that one. Yeah.
10,000 Days. I know it's off that album.
Well, if anybody could do, that song justice, it's Mike Portnoy, and I watched it, and he killed it. I mean, he just sat there for a while and notated everything out, all the changes, all the parts. But he's a character, man.
Dude,
he's a funny guy.
He looked at it and he goes, "This isn't even a song; it's a mathematical equation."
And coming from him, it's like, really,
It's so.
His Dream Theater is just that,
Yeah. Art Cruz did good. Drummer of Lamb of God. I just watched for the first time he had to learn Shout Out the Devil by Motley Crue as fast as he can. He did it in under 45 minutes. Yeah. It was pretty good.
That was
not that hard of a song.
It was Chris Adler here.
And then someone in the comments goes, "All right, now Tommy Lee's got to do a Lamb of God song." I'm like, "Oh shit, that would be awesome."
I don't think he can do that. But he's a great drummer, great pocket field drummer, Tommy Lee. Awesome.
He definitely is. The Dirt was a pretty good movie.
Yes, Anthony does need to go on Drumeo. I agree.
Yes, Anthony definitely need. Yo, listen,
once the record's out, we're gonna do some playthrough stuff. We'll do like playthrough videos, and we're gonna do this one song, and it's crazy. It's crazy drum wise. So we'll just flood Drumeo with the video. We'll just keep sending it to him.
Oh my God, yes, Anthony, it's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen, dude. Just so you know.
We will.
All right,
we will.
Everybody message the shit out of them and put your votes in for me. Then,
that's right.
Yeah. When they get them going, who? Then maybe they can consider it.
I gotta find a way. You know what? I'm going to watch a random Drumeo video and leave a comment saying Anthony DeVizio needs to be on Drumeo on every single episode that's out.
There you go. That's how it starts.
Do it. Oh my God, yes, we got to do it. Oh my God, but the thing is, Anthony is not going to be able to pick the song he does.
Well, I think typically they let you perform one of your songs, and then they bring you back to do the whole learn a song thing, and they love to fuck with people.
Yeah, they did. Dirk from Megadeth ended up doing some Paramore songs. Did you see that one?
No,
Yo, he killed it.
that's
He
funny.
killed. Oh my God.
He's awesome
And they're
drummer
drumless
too.
sets too.
Anthony's
They're drumless.
Anthony's a big fan of the Dirk Blast.
And
Yep.
the drummer of 5 Seconds of Summer, they had him do a Megadeth song. He did a Tornado of Souls.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Ooh, that's
that
a
was
tough
a
one.
good. Yo, you gotta watch that one. He nailed that one. Oh my God.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I'm starting to get you know.
Probably getting
The
to
old
be that
man
time.
brain's kicking in.
Probably getting to be that time anyway. I think
Yeah.
viewership is dwindling. So
Yeah, I think we got a
we've been
good
on-
2 hour. We got a good 2 hours in. Yeah, that's good.
We had definitely a good 2 hours in. This was awesome.
Yeah, this was great, Jill. Thanks you for having us.
Oh
yeah, appreciate you having us on.
Oh my God, yes. Thank you for doing this. This was awesome. I was nervous at first just because of like how long I've known you for and I met you and all this stuff and you guys helped me through a lot during when I was in high school and everything, but actually it turned out really fun. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah, of course. We're not. We're just regular dudes, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, let us know once you have this up, and then we'll share it on our pages.
Oh yeah, what I'm gonna do is when this ends, I'm gonna save the video and I'm gonna type up a description and I can add you two as collaborators. And then once you guys accept, it'll be on your page and your page.
Perfect. And add the band too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will definitely tag 40. Yes.
Perfect. All right, great.
All right, well
thanks.
Cool.
Thank you guys for doing this. Thank you for all the viewers, all the comments. I'm sorry if I didn't read all the comments. It just went pretty fast, and I don't have my glasses, so I didn't feel like kissing the screen the entire time.
Yep.
All good, Jill. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, thank you guys. You have a great night.
Later, everybody.
Later.